learning. The next question, which are continuing yesterday's class, that is what torque, movement of force, or the torque only called as movement of force, or we can say turning effect of force. So the next question is that, so before going to write the next question, once again just will write the torque formula. So what is the torque formula, everybody? Torque is equals to what? R cross F, F perpendicular. Understanding? Or else we can say torque is equals to RF,
R and
RF,
sin theta.
RF sin theta. So that is
Sin
what we
theta.
studied in whole class yesterday. Mr. Narayan, just remember torque. So let us write the next question, all of you. So imagine there is a pendulum bob, so which we all people are knows, which has been attached to the a freely suspended pendulum bob to a rigid surface. Okay, so who is having 1 kg mass? What is the mass of the bob? Everybody, 1 kg, and the length of this string is 1 meter. All of you clear? So that is a question. Now this bob has been displaced to the certain position. That is what 1 kg with angle of 30 degrees. How much it is, everybody? What is that angle of 30 degrees? Everybody. So now, what is the question? Find the torque of all forces. All forces are 1 kg. Forces on 1 kg about, let me take, if it has been lifted away, we all knows that from the baseline, it has been lifted away. So there is a force which is acting downward direction. What is that force? Everybody, please respond. All of you. The force which is acting downward direction, we all knows that. Weight of the body.
Wait.
So
mg.
that G is equals to 10 meter per second square. So options also giving. Option A, 10 Newton meter. Option B, 6 Newton meter. Option C, 5 Newton meter. And option D, 7.5 Newton meter. So I will teach you, you don't need to worry, and then you can continue. So it's a similar concept what we studied previously, the same thing it will be goes. So let us discuss now. Somebody called to that Moonish, what happened you ask? If not interested, leave it. So this is what the question actually they have given. So now how to solve it, we all knows that. So imagine now the mean position become, the pendulum is at here. So that can I modify the diagram like this? You all can see. So from the pivot point, so this is the pivot point. Okay. So pivot point. So from the mean position, bob has been made with what angle? Everybody? Yes, please. Bob has been made with 30 degrees angle. So only called as, what is R equals to? R is equals to how much? Already given in the question. R is equals to how much, guys? Yes, please. 1 meter.
1 meter.
Wrong. So angle is 30 degrees. Now, if you notice it here, so the weight of the object is acting downward direction. So 1 kg means, what is the weight? Weight is equals to mg, which is equals to how many g's, guys? Please respond. 1g. Understand?
1
Respond. So 1g. So g value is 10. If I substitute it, what is the weight? Weight is equals to how much? Respond, guys.
10 Newton.
Yes, 10 newtons. That is only force. So now we all knows that. So tension is, if the force is acting downward direction, the string it is. So string means tension is acting upward direction. Am I right or wrong? Everybody, please respond. All of you? Yes. So now this is only we can
Yes,
say
sir.
this or R. So means R is acting in this direction. Am I right or wrong, all of you? This is what we used to call as R. So now we want to find the torque also. So keep in mind, the torque due to tension is always actually zero. Why? Anybody can tell me? Torque due to tension is always zero. Anybody can tell? Even yesterday we studied that, which is actually what? Along the what? Parallel. Am I right or wrong?
Parallel to the
So,
Parallel.
yes, tension is parallel to R, so that the work done by the tension, sorry, the torque due to the tension is how much, guys? Everybody. The torque due to the tension is equal to 0. So please remember, this is torque and this is tension. Clear, everyone? Pradosh, understand? Now, So we want to find it. So as it is making with the theta angle, so here also theta is 30 degrees. So what is the formula? Everybody, torque is equals to RF, respond, RF sin theta. So R value is 1,
Sin theta.
10 value, F value, how much we got it? 10 into sin value, sin 30. Now, sin 30. So 1 into 10 into sin 30 value. Anybody? 1 by 2. So which is equals to, so amount of
1
torque
by
is
2.
how much, guys? Amount of torque is equals to 5 Newton meter. Understand? Now, what is the direction? Inwards or outwards? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? That is very important. So which rule we have to apply, everybody? Check it, everybody. Yes. So right hand thumb rule. So R cross F. So torque is equals to R cross F. So we have to move from where? From here to here. So check it, everybody. So move your all 4 fingers from here to here. Now you see that your thumb is into the screen or out of the screen. Verify. You have to place the fingers on my screen and you have to verify. It's your responsibility. It's not my responsibility. And you have to tell me your thumb is acting what direction? Inwards or outwards? Everybody. Yes, please. Place your 4 fingers at this point. Pradosh, are you keeping? Place your 4 fingers at this point and start rotating your 4 fingers so that now you can see your thumb is going into the screen. Verify it. Am I right or wrong?
Inward.
Yes, all of you. So first of all, it is a clockwise or anti-clockwise. Verify. We are moving from R to F. Either it is a clockwise or anti-clockwise. Everybody? Yes, please. Respond.
Clockwise.
So it is a clockwise. So CW. So clockwise means torque is a negative.
Negative.
Torque is a negative. And torque is acting what direction? Inwards or outwards? Pradosh? It is acting
Inward direction.
So see, exactly I am putting my hand at this line. This line you put your all 4 fingers. Imagine. And you just rotate. You can see your thumb. If you come from R to F, your thumb will go into the screen. Verify it, everybody. Is it right or wrong? You have to tell me. Are you clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is what. So what is the direction of torque, everyone? Inward direction. So that is what? It is a clockwise. So it is a clockwise means negative or positive. Torque is a what? All of you? Negative. So that is what you have to.
Negative.
Or else. This one you can solve in a simplest manner. So let me take instead of this, let me take another formula for torque. What is another formula for torque? Respond, everybody. R into F perpendicular. Yes, R into F perpendicular. So let me take how it is. Now imagine there is a bob. So we have taken that. So there is a bob at here. So there is a force which is acting downward direction. What is that force, everybody? Weight, which is equals how many newtons? We got it.
10
Yes, please, 10 newtons. So now if it is inclination, force will act in 2 different directions at this point. So what is that? One is x-axis, another one is what axis, everybody? Y-axis. So now here theta is equals to 30 degrees. So along the radius, so how much it will come? 10 cos 30 and perpendicular to this. What will happen, everybody? 10 sine? Please respond. 10 sine 30. So that's all it is. So now directly I can go. So as we all knows that torque created by 10 cos 30, which is always equals to how much?
0.
Zero. So that I can go directly. So T is equals to R into F perpendicular. So F perpendicular means what? F perpendicular means what,
10
guys?
sin 30.
10 sine 30. That's all. So directly you'll get it. So 1 into 10 into sine 30 value 1 by 2. So which is equals to how much is the answer?
5 Newton meter.
5 Newton meter. That's all. So you can solve in any way. Your choice. So I think we are familiar with this method more convenient. Am I right? So that's what I'm mentioning. So whatever is your convenient, you can proceed. So what is the correct answer? Everybody? Option C. Okay.
C.
That is what. Mr. Monish, you have to be in time. Almost 15 minutes you are late. And don't make me to call you and again and make your attention. You are the student and it's your responsibility and be on time. Like 10th class you work, Monish, and don't make me to say again and again. 10th class, how you have to work? Please work like that. Don't be irregular and don't be late like this. I don't entertain at all, whomever it is. Solve this question now. Are you clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Neatly solve, everybody. Anybody having any doubt, you can ask me. Morning, I will upload yesterday and day before yesterday videos. Those who are pending, you can finish it. Today morning and Sunday, they completed and they reported me. Other absentees, I don't know. They have done or not also, I don't know. So we'll start now. Next question. If you're okay, I will start. Priya? So next question. Draw the diagram neatly. For your purpose only, I am drawing this much. It's not necessary for me. Even I can say, no, you can study your own. But it's time to work. So that's what the reason we are working. You all people need to show the interest. That is what is expecting. Always excuses, excuses. 11th class also, people are not realizing what I should do. So this is what is the thing. So pivot point is in the middle. So pivot point is at the middle. Now just imagine from the radius. So it will be 2 meters. And from the bottom is also how much it is. Along the radius, it is always remains 1. So 2 meters. Clear? So the applied force is 20 Newton. And here applied force is 10 Newtons. Just imagine that 2 persons are dragging this or pulling this roller. Understand, Rudreswa? Clear? So
Yes, sir.
in this question, you have to find the net torque. So that is what is happening. So that is what is the question. So you have to find the torque exerted by 20 Newton force, torque exerted by 10 Newton force, and as well as next what you have to find? Net torque also you have to find it. So that is what is the question. Now all of you observe very carefully. So what is the angle between them? Applied force and radius R. What is the angle between them? Everybody. Yes, please. Nobody is responding. What is the angle between them? Everybody. Applied force on this one. Both are what angle? 90 degrees.
90.
Everybody. So that first, the torque exerted by 20. So torque exerted by 20 Newton force, which is equals to, I will say, so what is that? R into F perpendicular. So R into R value 2 and F perpendicular is how much? 20. So which is equals to how much, guys? 40 Newton meter. Right or wrong? Everybody, please respond. All of you, or else I can say angle is 90. So I will apply. So that 20 newtons is equals to, I will say RF sin theta. So RF sin theta, R value is 2, F value is 20, and sin theta value how much, guys? Sin theta value? Sin
1.
90. So sin 90 value how much, Ra?
1.
Sin 90 value 1. So still you will get how
1.
much?
40.
40 Newton meter. So that is what is the torque created by this one. Now you tell me, if the force is exerting like this, and the body, you tell me, the body will make clockwise rotation or anti-clockwise rotation? Everybody. Yes, please. Clockwise rotation. Are you clear?
Clockwise.
So clockwise rotation. So 40 is the what? Clockwise. So negative or positive?
Negative.
Negative. So that is what you have to remember. Now, to a 10 newtons, see, 20 newtons is pulling like this, 10 newtons is pulling like this. Now, so torque created by 10 newtons, so which is equals to, again, R into F perpendicular, which is equals to how much? 2 into 20, which is equals to how much? 20 Newton.
20 Newton.
Now you see, Mr. Prados is standing here and he is pushing with the 20 Newton so that it will take clockwise rotation. And Mr. Rudreswar is standing here and he is applying the 10 Newton and he is also dragging from down. So that now you tell me, it will take clockwise or anti-clockwise from the bottom?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise direction. Do you all understanding, everybody? Please respond, Mr. Prados, Pradeep. That is what. So net torque created by 10 newtons is 20 Newton meter, and torque created by 20 Newton force is 40 Newton meter. Now we want to find the net torque. So the net torque is equals to, keep it in mind. So whatever it is, the torque created by 20 Newton minus the torque created by 10 Newtons. So which is equals to, how much is that? 40 minus 20. So which is equals to, what is the answer? 20 Newton. 20 Newton meter. And
Meter.
So can you tell me the direction of net torque? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Anybody? Direction of net torque.
Clockwise.
clockwise direction, because as this is the greater force, so 40 minus 20, so still 20 is extra, so that it will make the net torque, it will make clockwise or anti-clockwise, everybody, it will make the clockwise. So that is what you have to remember. Are you clear, everybody? Mr. Murali, understand? Please respond. So this is what is about this thing. Any doubt? Anybody can ask me. Are you clear, guys? All of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is what we have to remember it now. So the next one. So let us make it all of you. The next one. So next one is like a matrix question. So which we already solved before, similar question. So this is also one of the important question related to this one. So write the question first. A force F is equals to 2i cap plus 3j cap minus k cap. Vector addition. Vectors you have to remember again. Is acting at a point 1 comma 2 comma 2. What is the point? 1 comma 2 comma 2. That is what is the point. Now question. Find the moment of force about the point 0 comma 1 comma 3. So this is what is our question. So now let us solve this one as you are solving the first time. So you all people don't know. So I only will teach you. So your thing is you have to work it. So we all knows the torque formula. What is the torque formula? Everybody, torque is equals to what? R cross F perpendicular. Am I right or wrong? Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
So we all know F is given already, but R we don't know. So what do you mean by R basically? You tell me. What do you mean by R? Aswita, what do you mean by R? From the fixed point to wherever the force I am exerting. Suppose let me take the fixed point is about. From about which point I am applying the force. Let me take this point is P. So the between that, the imaginary line only we used to call it as a R. Am I right, guys? Everybody? Please respond. So about which point the force is applied. That is what the P point I am considering as a force is applied. So between that only we used to call it as R. Will you all agree with me? Please respond, guys.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We don't know R. So how to find R? Let us observe very carefully. I'll teach you. So we are having a 2 points. What is the 2 points given? 1 comma 2 comma 2. Another point is what? 0 comma 1 comma 3. Now can you tell me about a fixed point? Which is the fixed point here? And what is the force applied point? Anybody? If you read it, you can understand this. A force F is acting at a point of 1 comma 2 comma 3 means it is the point P or about axis O. Anybody? Yes, please. So let me take about axis is O. P or O 1 comma 2 comma 2. Pradosh, it is a what? P. And next one is what? This point will become what? About a fixed point. That is what? O. Now for calculating R, all of you observe, there is a formula which we studied long back. So this point is 0 comma 1 comma 3 and this point is 1 comma 2 comma 2. So there is a formula for calculating R. Yes, Mr. Rudreswar. R is equals to RP minus RO. Do you remember, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Vector addition. That's what we are going to do it now. So start doing it. RP is equals to RP, check it, everybody. 1 minus 0 into I cap. How much? 1 minus 0 into I cap, which is equals to how much, Ra?
1 I cap, sir.
1 I cap plus
1
2 minus 1. 2
1
minus
I cap.
1 into 2
1
minus
1 I
1
cap.
into J cap plus 2 minus 3 into K cap. So that you'll get
Minus K
R.
cap.
So R is
Minus K
what?
cap.
1 I cap or I cap plus the 1 into
J cap
J
minus K
cap
cap.
minus
minus
K cap.
K cap. So that is what is the R. For those, do you remember? Clear? Please respond. So R
Yes,
is
sir.
equal to
Yes,
how
sir.
much? R is equal to how much you got? I cap plus J cap minus K cap.
Minus K cap.
So you know R and you know F. So now we have to apply the vector addition. You might remember matrix. So R and as well as F. So I cap and J cap and as well as what one? Everybody. K cap So R
K
value is
cap.
how much? 1, 1, minus 1. Next one, everybody. Next one about F. F we check it, everybody. F is value how much? 2, 3, minus 1.
-1.
2, comma 2, 3, minus 1. That's all. Now we have to do the what product? Cross product or dot product or? We are all very familiar with this. So cross product. Understanding? So cross product means, you tell me, which is positive? Only I cap, I into I cross I is equals to, J cross J equals to, K cross K is equals to. What will happen? I cross I, J cross J and K cross J. Pradosh? J
One
cross J.
side.
Yes. K cross?
0, sir. 0.
Yeah, 0. So everything will become 0. So you have to be very careful. These all the rules we have studied in that cross product. You have to remember that. Now let us do the cross product now. So cross product first I am doing. So if I am doing means I use different colors for your understanding and you have to do it. So what is that we have to do it? So we have to remove this one. So what is remaining? A, B, C, D. So what do we have to do it? AD minus AD minus BC. So please write it if you want it. See, more than this,
BC,
nobody
sir.
can. Let me write it, Rudresh, sir, so that everybody can understand. So that I will write what? 1, minus 1, 3, and minus 1. Am I right? Everybody? Next, J cap. So AD minus BC. AD minus BC. Always remember. Next, J cap. J cap means what will happen? You all should speak. I am not. J cap means what will happen? J, you have to remove it. Then what else is there? J after this will come first. So minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, and 1 and 2. Clear, everybody? Yes, please respond. So minus
Yes,
1, minus 1. See how to go cyclic form. Minus 1, minus 1, and 1 and 2. Am I right, guys? Please respond, Ra. All of you?
Yes, sir.
Next
Yes.
plus K cap. So K after again who will come? I will come. So this is you have to avoid it. So you all can know. So this if you avoid it. So what is remaining? 1, 1, 2, 3. So sorry, 2, 3. So what will happen? Everybody. 1, 2, 1, 3. Is it okay, brothers? Correct? So I'm writing. So 1, 2, 1, 3. So that's all it is. So you can do the cross multiply AD minus BC everywhere. So if you do the AD minus BC, what will happen here? I cap into 1 into minus 1. Everybody. Minus 1. Minus 1 minus of minus 1 into 3. How much, guys?
+3.
Minus 3. Let it be. Write it. Next plus J cap into minus 1 into 2.
-2, -2.
Minus 2. Minus of minus into minus 1. How much? 1 into minus 1.
1,
Minus 1.
1,
Okay, yeah. Plus K cap into 1 into 3. How much? 3.
3,
Minus
Minus
of 1 into 2. How much? 2.
2,
Equals to I cap into minus 1 plus 3 plus J cap into minus 2 plus 1 plus K cap into 3 minus 1.
1,
Right, everybody? That's all. So if you solve it, what is the equation will come? Torque is equals to how much will come? Minus 1 plus 3, which is equals
2
to
I cap plus
2 I cap,
minus 2
minus
plus
J cap
1 minus
minus
J
J
cap
cap
plus
plus
K.
K cap.
It
K
will,
cap.
if you have anything doubt, you can ask me. Aswita, understand Aswita? Manu and Samya? Small doubt also, please let me know. It's very necessary. Mr. Monish, Sai Gardik,
Okay, sir.
understand? Mr. Narayan? Yes? So that is what. So torque is equals to how much? Mr. Kadir? 2I cap minus J cap plus K cap. That is what you got it. Now we want to find magnitude of torque. So what is the magnitude of torque is equals to root over x square plus y square plus
2
z
square plus 1 square plus 1
So x square, sorry, a square plus b square plus c square. That's what you can write it. So a square value 2 square plus b square value 1 square plus c
1,
square value 1 square
1 square,
equals to 4 plus 1 plus 1. So which is equals to how much, guys? All of you. Root
6.
root
of
6,
Newton meter. So that is the magnitude of torque. I hope everybody understand. So this is what you have to remember.
Yes,
In doubt, you can ask.
Yes, sir.
So this is how you have to find the torque when they will ask you the questions. Unless you try, you cannot be. One question I will teach you to make you understand better. It's not that you have to wait. You have to practice hundreds of sums. Still, there is no guarantee that you can make the things better. Okay. So that is what it is. I hope you all understand. Brothers, clear this question? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So now I will form from this entire lectures, we will form a statement, one important statement. So that is what is very important. So please write the statement. Component of torque. Component of torque which is along axis of rotation, can produce turning effect. So be very careful. Component of torque which is along axis of rotation can produce turning effect. Clear, everybody? So what else it is? What it is? Let us see that. Okay. So let us notice it now. So the statement even can only produce turning. The component of torque about axis of rotation can only produce the what? Turning effect. So we all knows that, for example, all of you see, if I consider turning effect is 0, means in the sense of what? Applied force is parallel to what? Everybody? Applied force is parallel to what? Along the radius. Do you understanding, all of you? So if
Yes, sir.
F passes axis of rotation, then what is the turning effect? Everybody? The turning effect created by the force, torque created by the force equals how much, guys? 0. Understand?
0.
R. What if F passes through the pivoted point? At the pivot point, what is that? We all knows that. Pivot point, turning effect of pivot point. Everybody, even yesterday I have taught you. Day before yesterday also I studied. Pivot point, what is the turning effect? All of you. Yes, please. What is the turning effect? Pivot point. Respond. Pivot point turning effect is what? 0. The turning effect is 0 at the pivot point. Okay. So that is what. Now, for example, let me take now. So if F is parallel to R, when the torque will become 0, and even remember, all of you, whenever F is parallel to R, then torque will become 0. So when torque will become 0, turning effect is what? No turning effect, or turning effect is there? No turning effect. Understand? And there is a particular case now, all of you imagine, even though tau or torque is not equals to 0, still there is no turning effect. So be very careful with this. Whenever torque will become 0, no turning effect. But even particular case, even though the torque is not become 0, still the turning effect is no turning effect. So for example, all of you observe very carefully. Let me take a disk. Imagine your notebook is your disk in front of you. Please, in front of your eyes you put. So there is a midpoint. That is what we used to call the pivot point. So axis of rotation will pass through this always. Am I right or wrong? Will you all agree with me? Everybody? Please respond.
Yes, sir.
So this is what axis of rotation. Axis of rotation. Just imagine that. Now, so I have chosen a point, this P. So along the radius, we used to call something from the pivoted point to the particular point. What is that called as? Everybody?
R.
R. So let me consider this is R. So R is acting. Now, exactly I am applying a force perpendicularly. Mr. Rudreswar, check it. I am applying the force exactly perpendicularly to that. Now you tell me, if I go R cross F, this is R and this is F, because tail to tail if I join. So this is R and this is F. So if I go R cross R, now turning effect is, the torque is acting what? Outward direction or inward direction? Check it, everybody. So torque is existed. It is moving R cross F. So it is coming outward direction or inward direction? Respond, guys.
Outward.
Outward direction means in the sense of torque is existed. Yes or no? Torque does not 0. Torque is not equals to 0. But still, turning effect is what? No turning will takes place in the disk. Why? Anybody can tell me? Because the force is exerting how? The force is exerting how? Exactly perpendicularly to the disk. Suppose, see, if you want to rotate your notebook, you have to apply the force in this direction. With a certain inclination, if you rotate it, then only the disk will start rotating. Am I right or wrong? All of you please respond. Now exactly
Yes.
I am applying the force perpendicularly to that. Do you observe any kind of rotation in that? Yes, please. Respond. So torque is existed. I am exerting the force exactly perpendicularly along in a point. So torque is existed because if I apply the clock face rule, so torque is existed, but torque is not equals to 0. But still, what is that? Turn equals to what? Everybody?
0.
Turn is equals to 0. No turning effect will be there. So if you want to make the turning, so all of you remember, so along the axis of rotation only will produce a what? What is the statement you have written? Components of torque, which is along the axis of rotation, only can produce what effect? Everybody? It will produce the, yes, please respond, turning effect. So now at this point, can you tell me what is the torque direction? Outwards or inwards? If you are moving from, put your fingers at the R, put your fingers at the R and move fingers towards to F. Is that it will have exerting outwards or inwards? Verify it and let me know. Outwards or inwards? Outwards. So torque is exerting outwards. Direction of torque is outwards, but still there is no turn because it is exactly exerting perpendicularly to the surface. So it will be creating zero effect. Turning effect will be zero. So that is what you have to remember. Now, if I want to make a rotation, all of you observe. So imagine again, take your notebook, all of you. Imagine like a disc it is. So midpoint I am considering as a pivot point. All of you observe. So what is this line called as? Everybody, Pradosh, what is to call everyone? It is called as axis of rotation, which is known as axis of rotation. Now, I applied a force in this direction. This is what is the applied force. Now, so from that point to this point, we used to call something. Everybody fastly speak, everyone.
R.
R. Understanding? So R. Now you can see, so here at this point, the force will split it into two different directions. What is the two different directions? Anybody? Yes, please. It will be split it into, here is the theta.
External.
So it will split into two things. One is F cos theta.
F sin
And
sin
it will turn into what?
sin theta.
It will turn into F sin theta. What is the
F
angle?
sin theta.
Angle between them is
90 degrees.
90 degrees.
90
It will
degrees.
become F sin theta. So in this case, it will produce a what? Yes, please. In this case, it will produce a what? Turning effect.
Turn.
Understanding? So that is what? Because who will produce a turning effect? F sin theta. Do you understand?
Sin theta.
If you want, you can apply. So this is what R. This is what R. Let me apply now. So if I have taken join the tile to tile, you can notice it. So this is what R, and this is what the applied force F. So now, if you come R to F, you go. Now you tell me torque direction, inwards or outwards? Check it, everybody. Upwards.
Outward.
Yes, I am going R to F. R to F. So that all of you check it. My torque is exerting upward or downwards? Upwards or downwards? Inwards or outwards? Upwards or downwards? Check it. I am going R to F. R to F. So it is acting upward direction or downward direction? Yes, please. My torque is acting what direction? Yes, please. You can imagine this. The force is not exactly perpendicular. Before perpendicularly, the force is perpendicularly. So that now if you move your fingers, so that R to F, you can see when you are moving R to F, exactly